This broadcast is entirely student-run. All opinions expressed do not reflect those of the Redondo Union Administration, Redondo Union High School, or RBUSD.
Good morning, Seahawks. Today is Friday, November 17th. I'm Sheila Hayati.
I'm Dominic Santos. Today on our show, we see our seniors get hypnotized.
Critique some popular movies.
And somebody's grandma came into the studio. Recently, we had a hypnotist come to our school. Did you see it? You're a sophomore.
Let's see all the crazy things people did on stage.
My name is Jasmine Woods.
I'm Alina Smith.
I'm Adam York.
I'm Shelby Wynn. And I was hypnotized. Well, to be honest, I didn't quite believe in it at first. I thought it was just people who wanted to have fun and they would act a little bit, but now I'm a believer.
I definitely believe that it was real. I don't think it worked its full effect on me.
I believe in hypnosis. I think that as long as the person who's being hypnotized wants to be and they let the hypnotizer do it, then it'll work.
So I'm Dr. Carol Francis. I am a clinical psychologist who happens to do hypnotherapy as well. People are very easy to be moved into some sort of state where they're suggestible.
At one point I pretended to be like a gorilla or a monkey or playing with a monkey.
I was like jump roping and just dancing and going crazy.
When he started to tell everybody to go to sleep, I fell over in 5 seconds, just like.
I was definitely faking some stuff.
At the beginning, it didn't really hit me as fast as everybody else, so I was just kind of going along with it, but still trying to stay in it.
I was not faking anything on stage, no.
No, I was not faking any of it.
Let's say that I'm the person being hypnotized. If I lose conscious, deliberate awareness, I can slip into a trance and hypnagogic state.
It felt odd. It was kind of like blindly doing what he said. I was really only fully hypnotized for maybe a minute, but it kind of felt like a dream.
It was kind of like you were in a dream, or like everything was dark and you were just like really focused.
And that conscious, deliberate awareness is what keeps me from being in a hypnotized state.
I was totally in to whatever the hypnotist was doing, and you just want to follow the warm light of what he's doing, and then he tells you to jump rope or play with a toy, then you do it.
I remember a lot, like the crowd was laughing a lot at the different various people, but I didn't open my eyes very much, so I didn't get to see what was going on.
Because you're going so deeply that you might not even wake up and remember what's going on. And you might have felt like you slept through the whole time, or even though you were talking the whole time as well, you would be so disconnected from the experience that you might not even know that you've gone that deeply.
Wow, that's insane to watch all of those people on stage.
Completely crazy.
Many people are preparing to get into the Thanksgiving spirit.
Lex and Drea brought 2 very special guests to help spread the holiday spirit.
What's up, y'all? It's your favorite duo, Lex.
And I'm Drea.
And we got our grannies here today.
You know, to show you some songs that put them in the Thanksgiving mood.
Here we go.
Baby, they're not ready for us. I think it's this way, baby. That way? I think. We get to what the kids say? That way? Oh, that way. Hold on, break, baby. I need to go. You need a break? Me too. My knees starting to hurt. I can't see with the glasses, baby. I got a prescription. In a while, I get to see my grandbabies. I ain't seen the grandbabies. We're about to whip up something good. What did they say? Whip it up? Whip it. Ooh, that's what they say. Come on, baby. No time to fool around. I just take it day by day. Ooh, baby, that's what the kids say.
You know I love music. And every time I hear something hot, it makes me want to move. It makes me want to have fun. But it's something about this joint right here. This joint right here, it makes me want to... let it go. Do you remember 21st night, September? Love was changing the minds, pretender. While
walk it by yourself. Now walk it by yourself. Down, down, go ahead, come on.
I got beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, raw, raw. Beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, rat. Beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, raw. Beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys,
Well, that was our grannies. I'm Lex.
And I'm Drea. Have a great Thanksgiving, Seahawks.
Beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes, beans, creams, beans, creams, beans, 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 creams, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, chicken.
Wow, don't you just love Auntie Lex and Grandma Drea? Absolutely hilarious.
Yes, I do. Hopefully we will get to see them around Christmas time.
But now, moving on to more serious matters.
Did you know that close to 34% of students acknowledge they have experienced cyberbullying? It's a big deal. Take a look at this.
87% of today's youth have witnessed cyberbullying. 15% of surveyed students admit to cyberbullying others. 83% of victims felt that bullying drastically injured their self-esteem. 10% of children have attempted to take their own lives due to bullying. 30% of victims have turned to self-harming behaviors and experienced suicidal thoughts.
Over the weekend, some of our reporters went to go check out and review the hottest movies that were released recently. But don't worry, there's no spoilers.
Hi, I'm Sheila Hayati.
And I'm Keith Marco.
And we watched the movies Thor Ragnarok and Happy Death Day so we could see if they're worth the hype.
So what did you think of Thor?
I thought it was really funny, more comedic than a usual Marvel movie, so it made it very entertaining. But I also thought that it was a little too compressed. There was too much happening at once.
I thought it was a really good Marvel movie. I thought the characters were really good.
So for the overall rating, I would give it a 4.5 because it was just too fast. But other than that, it was a really great movie, really entertaining, had a lot of plot twists, stuff to keep you on the edge of your seat, and it had a lot of action. The music was great, everything was overall fantastic. The second movie we watched was Happy Death Day. What'd you think about that one?
I thought it was a really good movie. I just thought that it was a little repetitive, and I know that was kind of like the theme of it, but like they could have sped it up a little.
I thought it was fantastic. The acting was phenomenal. It made the movie a lot more interesting. The only downside I saw about the movie was how the trailer was exposing too much information. Obviously, it had to have like a bit of the plot where like each day was reoccurring after her death. If you walked in when the movie was halfway done, you could have like known what was happening.
Overall rating, I felt like it was a 4.5 because I felt like, you know, it was repetitive, like I said earlier. I felt like the characters were really good, and I felt like it was a pretty well-rounded movie.
I would give it a 4 because trailer exposing too much just didn't make it as enjoyable for me. I'm Sheila Hayati.
I'm Keith Marco.
And back to you in the studio.
Good review. Very informative.
Thanks. If any of these new releases interested you, please watch them and tell us what you think through our social media.
On Wednesday, November 8th, the juniors and seniors who achieved a GPA of 3.5 or higher were awarded by our new counselor, Mr. Regalado and Mr. Brandt. And there were over 1,000 students called up and each received a letter or a pin. But now moving on to sports, Redondo's water polo
Volleyball
and football teams had some great wins this month.
Take it away, Jason and Danilo.
Costa football has gotten defeated for the 4th year this time, 27-23. RUHS unfortunately lost their playoff run 23-24 against San Juan Hills.
And it's not all bad news though. Girls volleyball won 3-0 against the Costa girls in a great victory at home, but unfortunately lost 3-1 to Marymount in the CIF playoffs.
Now let's move on to water polo.
Congratulations to the water polo boys. They won 10-7 against Walnut in the CIF championship game. They were down 2-0. They brought it back to 7-7 and scored 3 goals in the last set. Absolutely amazing. Congratulations to the boys, and I hope you guys have a great end to your year. Let's go get more championships.
Get your rings, baby.
Get the rings.
I'm Jason Vega.
I'm Daniel Stanovich.
Sports.
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 Sport.
Congratulations to varsity football and volleyball on defeating Costa for all 3 games. Sheila, did you know about the rules of probability?
To be honest, it's a little confusing.
Well, Mr. Smith came up with an extravagant way to teach his AP Stats class probability. He used a dozen eggs,
8 boiled and 4 raw.
and he used other students to select an egg and smash it on their head.
The one with the 2 raw eggs on their head lost.
How exciting. Here's more on the story.
Hi, I'm Ava Bergman, and we're here today to check out AP Statistics teachers Mr. Smith's own edition of Egg Roulette, where students take a crack at learning probability. Let's go check it out.
So my inspiration for this event was just to get the class excited about probability and just kind of show them how you could see it happen in an easy scenario like they did on Jimmy Fallon. And I actually originally saw this on someone's math blog, and I thought it would be really cool to do with our class. I just gave the batch of eggs to someone in the class, and I said just make them as random as you can. Probably isn't the best way to do it statistically, but it worked out for what we wanted.
So I'm here with August, who is actually one of the winners of the Egg Roulette. So how do you feel right now?
I'm feeling pretty solid. My hair is a little bit messed up from the egg, but yeah, pretty good.
And since you are in AP Stats, what was the probability of you getting a raw egg?
At first, the probability was about 4 out of 12, so there's about a 1/3 chance, but Mr. Smith and I both got hard-boiled eggs on the first couple tries, so the chance of us getting a raw egg increased exponentially throughout the challenge.
So the way you would figure out the probability is that in the carton of eggs, you have 4 that are raw and you have 8 that are hard-boiled. So you get this little tree diagram, and you could potentially get, for the first draw, you could get a raw egg or you get a hard-boiled, and you can see it's a little bit more rare for this because you're getting it happening 4 out of 12, and it kind of goes on and on like this, and this is what we call a tree diagram. I thought it was great. I think the students really enjoyed watching me and other students get eggs smashed on top of our head, but I also think they learned a lot about probability, and they learned about independent and dependent variables.
That was an excellent lesson on probability. I'm Ava Bergman, and back to you in the studio.
What an extravagant way of teaching.
Exactly. Thanks, Mr. Smith.
Today we bring back an old favorite, Live Witness News.
But this time, our theme is Thanksgiving, so let's go check out what the boys are up to.
Today, we're going out and asking people fake questions about Thanksgiving Day. Let's go check it out.
I am here with
Paige.
And we are Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is a big holiday, and for the school, they're going to start shortening the snack time after Thanksgiving. What do you think about that?
Wait, that's not fair. Why are they shortening?
They say it interferes with school, and they should only be like about 5 minutes instead of the 10 to 15.
Wait, it shouldn't interfere, but like, I feel like it's long because we get the 10-minute passing period, not because of the actual snack, so they shouldn't cut it down.
Hey, well, that's news.
Hello, I'm here with Isaiah and Andrew. So, I'm going to ask you a question about Thanksgiving. Well, how do you feel about Americans changing the national dish from the turkey to a small fetal duck?
Well, I hope it's not gonna be the tail or the legs, because that kind of stuff could kill me. But the best I can say is I hope I get the head.
What about you, Andrew?
I think it's nice. It's be good. Yes.
Is it gonna taste good?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right.
I tasted and it's very nice. I think yes, it's very interesting.
You've had it before?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
Wow. All right, I'm here with Kyle Carter. And I just want to ask you, what do you think about Donald Trump flying over to North Korea on Thanksgiving Day to have dinner with Kim Jong-un?
Well, Kim Jong-un eats a certain sodium in his turkey, so I think Donald Trump, he's trying to watch his weight, and he's going over there to get that certain type of sodium in his turkey.
I didn't know that. You must have read the article before I did.
Yeah, I read it on Snapchat, actually, today.
Ah, okay. Heard it from the man himself.
That was Live Witness News.
And thanks for watching.
Wow, people are so gullible these days. I wonder what they were thinking.
I know. This winners for the hashtag #ReUKind are Michaela,
Sydney Pham,
Terry Yo,
Vicky,
Marcel S53,
Andrew D. Rodriguez,
Jason S9,
Beautiful Nightmare 856,
and Lisa Catherine.
Congrats to those who won. I'm Sheila Hayati. Have a great Thanksgiving.
And I'm Dominic Santos. Keep on soaring, Seahawks.